Okay, let's talk about mustard. And no, I don't mean the kind you squeeze onto a hot dog. We're talking about a plant that can literally act as a total reset button for your soil. It is an incredibly powerful tool for any gardener or farmer, and today we're gonna break down exactly how it works. You know, when you hear the term green manure, your mind probably jumps straight to legumes, right? Things like clover or vetch that are famous for pumping nitrogen back into the soil. But what if I told you there's a whole other category of green manure with a completely different job? And this slide right here captures the core difference perfectly. While those legumes are the feeders, focused on enriching the soil, mustard is the cleaner. Its main goal isn't really to add nutrients, it's to prepare the ground for whatever's coming next, by cleaning house and suppressing problems. It's a totally different strategy for soil health.
All right, so let's get properly introduced to this soil specialist. Mustard is an annual plant from the Brassicaceae family. Yep, that means it's cousins with broccoli, kale, and cabbage. And for our purposes, the varieties we're really interested in are usually white mustard, Sinapis alba, or brown mustard, Brassica juncea.
So what's its secret? Well, it's all about how it grows. This stuff germinates and just takes off like a rocket, even when the weather is still pretty cool. Its roots spread out wide but stay shallow, and it creates this super dense mat of green biomass that covers the ground in no time. What does that mean for you? Fast coverage and quick results. Now, let's see how all those growth habits come together. We can really break down mustard's benefits into what I like to call its 3 superpowers. This is how it cleans, suppresses, and revitalizes the soil all at once.
So, in a nutshell, here's the game plan. First, it actively fights off nasty soil-borne diseases and those destructive little nematodes. Second, it is an absolute champion at smothering weeds. And third, it gives you a quick injection of organic matter right back into the soil. Let's dig into each one of these.
Okay, let's focus on that first superpower because it's the most unique, biofumigation. This is mustard's secret weapon for sure. As the plant breaks down in the soil, it releases these natural sulfur compounds that act just like a fumigant. They go after the fungi that cause things like root rot and can even take out nematodes. It's basically a natural disinfectant for your garden bed. Now for its second power, weed suppression. This one is way more direct. Because mustard grows so ridiculously fast and so thick, it forms this complete canopy over the soil. It blocks out the sunlight and just completely outcompetes weeds for space and light. Seriously, where mustard is growing, weeds just can't get a foothold. They literally struggle to breathe. But, and this is a huge but, there is a catch. All of these amazing benefits, they all depend on one single, critical, time-sensitive action. If you get this right, you get that perfect soil reset. But if you get it wrong, well, you've just created a whole new problem for yourself.
And this right here is the golden rule. You absolutely must cut the mustard down at the budding stage. That's right, before you see any flowers. The moment you see those pretty yellow flowers pop up, I'm sorry, but it is too late. The plant's biofumigation powers plummet. And even worse, you're now at risk of it setting seed and becoming a major weed problem itself.
So you've done it. You've mowed it down at the perfect time. So now what? Well, you've got 2 great options. If you want to get the absolute maximum biofumigation effect, you'll want to lightly mix that green matter into the top centimeter or 2 of soil. Or if your main goal is adding organic matter, you can just leave it right on the surface to act as a protective mulch. Okay, let's just hammer this home one more time because it's that important. Here are the mistakes to avoid at all costs. Don't let it flower. Do not let it set seed. And when you incorporate it, don't bury it too deep. The secret to success, again, is all about mowing it down at that budding stage. So when you put all these pieces together, you really start to see mustard for what it truly is. It's not a long-term feeder crop, it's your soil's reset button. Think of it as a short-term, tactical solution for very specific problems. It's perfect for bringing a fallow piece of land back to life, for cleaning up a garden bed that had disease problems, or for prepping the soil in a new orchard before you establish a more permanent ground cover. And that really brings us to the final thought. When you use it correctly, mustard isn't some weed you have to fight. It's the reset button. It is the tool you pull out to wipe the slate clean and prepare tired or troubled soil for a healthy, vibrant, and productive future. It's a total game changer.